I've often been asked why I say that in Colombia we tend to admire Japan, believing that the Japanese are more intelligent, when in reality what distinguishes them isn't superior intelligence, but an extraordinary level of discipline. We Colombians are profoundly talented, but we often lack the discipline necessary to cultivate that talent. This then raises the key question: how do we develop discipline? Discipline doesn't appear overnight. It's the result of three fundamental factors: organization, cleanliness, and punctuality. Organization, the art of assigning a place to everything. The Japanese live in an environment where every object has a designated place. That's why they never lose their keys. There's a specific spot for them. The same goes for shoes, socks, white shirts, absolutely everything. The entire house is named, meaning every corner has a clear function. That's why a Japanese person is so bothered when things are moved. It disrupts the spatial logic that optimizes their time. This organization isn't just a preference. It's a necessity. Japan is a country 3 times smaller than Colombia, with around 130 million inhabitants. Imagine a tiny island without oil, flowers, coffee, or significant natural resources, yet full of people who, despite this, have built one of the strongest economies in the world. How is it possible that such a small country with so little space is the birthplace of companies like Toyota, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Sony, Toshiba, Hitachi, and Honda? The answer lies in the fact that the lack of land forced them to deeply value space. And to make the most of it, they developed a culture of constant organization. Cleanliness, the act of eliminating the unnecessary. Discipline also demands cleanliness, understood not only as tidiness, but as the ability to eliminate what is no longer useful. In Japan, the need for space makes elimination a daily practice. If something isn't used, it's discarded. In contrast, in Colombia, we tend to accumulate. Just open a closet full of clothes that haven't been worn in 6 months, just in case items, or the infamous junk room, where we keep everything from half a can of dried out paint to spare parts from bicycles that no longer exist. This accumulation doesn't just take up physical space. It takes up mental space. When we cling to the old, we don't leave room for the new. I see it constantly in many families. We keep clothes that no longer fit, damaged items that will never repair, garments that have been passed down through all our children before becoming rags. And even then, it's hard to get rid of them. We've adopted the idea that we're poor and that everything should be kept just in case it's useful someday. This mentality prevents us from moving forward. Even when technology arrives, like the washing machine, we continue to act with an outdated mindset. The machine makes life easier, but the mountains of clothes grow because we keep accumulating. It's not just about having modern tools, it's about changing habits. Eliminating is essential to thriving. Punctuality, respect for one's word. The third pillar is punctuality, which in Japan is taken literally. For a Japanese person, if you say 1 o'clock, it means exactly 1 o'clock. There are no phrases like, I'm almost there, I'm right there, or in a second, which in Colombia have become empty expressions. Lack of punctuality profoundly affects our daily lives. We say we'll arrive in a second when we're 14 blocks away. We promise to deliver something early tomorrow without having any idea of the time. And when we don't keep our promises, we generate chaos, frustration, and distrust. Punctuality is not simply arriving on time. It's respecting our own word. And respecting our own word is the foundation of any organized society. The synthesis, the birth of discipline. We can summarize it symbolically. When organization is combined with cleanliness, and both are developed within the framework of punctuality, discipline is born. Discipline isn't a matter of luck or genetics. It's a daily practice built on clear, consistent, and coherent habits. If we understand this, if we organize our space, eliminate what's useless, and keep our promises, we can transform our lives, our families, and consequently, our country. Discipline isn't a mystery. It's the natural consequence of these three principles, and it is within everyone's reach.